Hey YouTube viewers, hashtag my global family. This is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic, here with your hashtag Abeita reality dose. Today is Tuesday, July 13th, 2020. Whew, you guys, I'm always fighting something, and today it is the push out of UNM regarding the Native American graduate group SNAGS. So SNAGS stands for Society of Native American Graduate Students here at the University of New Mexico. Unfortunately, I got wind that they were pushed out of the university via the funding process. Now, if you are an established student group, when you apply for funding through UNM, which is a white-dominated institution, you guys, the University of New Mexico is literally built on stolen native ground. And unfortunately, we are literally being pushed out of the university in 2019, 2020, actually as far back as time can tell. University of New Mexico has not been a friend to Native Americans. We are literally pushing to make sure that we still have a place there currently amid this new COVID-19 reality. I was dismayed, but unfortunately not surprised at all, when current members of the group reached out to me and said that they had been blocked out of the funding process at the end of last year. Everything has to go through UNM, which is the undergraduate association that represents student voice at UNM. So we are all subject to basically their decisions, right? And this is mostly a group of white students who are undergraduate students and not people of color who are making all of the major decisions for every group on campus. And as you can be aware, and as I'm sure you're aware of, your student, the more marginalized your group, the farther away you are from the center of campus, and the harder it is for you to access resources such as funding. As an established group, they would have been eligible for up to $1,000, which they had been receiving. And you guys, all of the students that they represent across all of the campuses across New Mexico, it is impossible to run an organization without money. Yes, there is a budget crisis going on at UNM, but you have to stop using the backs of students in order to fund your giant corporation. You literally are a corporation and you act like it, with the head, the president, making over $400,000 and us graduate students trying to scrape by with the 700 and some we get for a 10-hour-a-week GA-ship. So inequality and power are definitely distributed at the top, and the students are suffering at the bottom. And this underfunding, right? This literal defunding of SNAGS, the Native American Graduate Student Group at UNM, is a classic example of how we are being pushed out right now from higher education. I'll break it to you guys. I've been doing my PhD. This is literally going to be my 8th year. So I've been doing it for 7 years. And I'm telling you, it was a violent space that was not welcoming for me as a Native student. I literally, in my coursework, had white students or Hispanic white students tell my brown and black colleagues, including my Muslim brother, that he was misinterpreting what was happening at UNM, that he was not being mad dogged by his other white students when the Muslim call for prayer went off on his phone, that his experiences were not valid and he was misinterpreting what was happening to him. That in itself is a classic example of microaggressions that marginalized groups, people of color, and poor whites face every single day in this country and in higher education. We're literally fighting for our lives and being pushed out right now. So I'm asking you to make a stand with me. If you are a Native American graduate student at UNM, please reach out to the SNAGS organization and join. The more people who join, the more powerful our voice. The more people that we have as members, the more we can push for UNM to fund us. We deserve to have our events funded. We deserve to have a space at UNM which is built on stolen Native land. So, again, if you are a Native American graduate student at UNM, please reach out to SNAGS and join. If you are an alumni of the University of New Mexico, please reach out to SNAGS and offer your services or resources or a collaboration with a potential event, or just offer to write a letter in support of how important this organization is and how we need to continue to fund it. It's going to be a fight, you guys. We are literally going into the fall semester with no funding, and we are going to be demanding that that be rectified. We are tired of being cut out of UNM and out of these spaces and out of resources because we are literally seen as not being important. The millions of dollars that my tribe has funneled, plus the other tribes in this state that has funneled to UNM in order to support our education, does not give them a right to discount us. Because it isn't coming from individual private wealth, but instead a sponsorship from our tribe, does not make us less important than the individual wealthy white students that UNM is currently targeting with its high-end purchases of condos and the like in order to turn that into housing. They're literally saying they cannot fund graduate student housing while Beat, which is literally filled with asbestos, has no internet access and is a safety risk to the families that live there, in favor of high-end properties to recruit rich students from out of state. I, as a Native American student, I, as a person from the Pueblo of Isleta, I, as a critical race whiteness intersectional scholar and student at UNM, say no more. I am not a piggy bank for you guys to use, and you will be held accountable. And that starts by funding the organizations that are doing the important work, like the Society of Native American Graduates here at University of New Mexico. We need funding. We are important, and this is our university. As always, this is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic, here with your hashtag Abeita Reality Dose. Hey, you guys, you stay safe. Please share, and we're going to get them. We are going to get funded, and we are going to have some amazing events this year. You guys, we're not going to get pushed out of our own university, darn it. All right, you guys have a good day and stay safe.